Hi all, so here's another example from Excel Module 4. So in this case, it's a nested if statement. So in the previous examples that we did, we made decisions, either less than, greater than, and we did one or two choices. Now we've got multiple choices, multiple things that can happen. So in this particular example, if you followed along through the PowerPoint slides for the module, you're getting a letter grade for your course and you're trying to decide if it's transferable. Right? Things that are A, B's, and C's are transferable. Grades that are D mean you pass the class, but it's not transferable. And then of course an F is a failing grade. So you can see what's been done here is there's a name of classes over here. There is grades listed here, A, B, C, through E through F. And we're doing a comparison over here. So what we're doing for the comparison is we're comparing it first to the letter D. Right, in this case it's an A, so it's not a D. So we skip over what if it's a D. Right? Then, since that is, if it's true, we do that. If it's false, we check to see if it's an F. Right? So again, it's not an F, so we don't do the true part. So then we jump through to the false part, which means it can be transferred to a UCF. So A, B, C's can be transferred, and so on and so forth. This goes down. The one problem with the way that this nested if statement is put together is this. Let's say instead of putting a grade of grade of A, we put a grade of E. Right? E is not a valid grade. But look at that. It goes to transfer to UCF. Which say I take my F and I change them to Z. It also changes. So there's one problem with this nested statement. The way that this nested statement is created, right? The first part is if it's true, do so, and if not, pass on. Well, it compares it to find out if it's not a D, right? It compares it to find out if it's not an F, and then the assumption is if it's not a D or not a F, it is a transferable grade. However, there's never a test done with this if statement to determine if it is a valid grade. Right, things such as E, things such as Z, right? Anything that is not an A, B, C, D, or F is not a valid grade. It's not done in this particular statement, and you could do that, right? That could have been the first thing you did, or the last thing, right? If you did it as the last thing, you could say, if it's not A, B, C, then it's not a valid grade. So there you go. That is a nested if statement. This one works, but this one works with the caveat that the grades must be valid grades to begin with.